Okay, here. I'm super hyped after watching SmackDown. That was quite an amazing show. Let me see here. Let me pull up the results. Um, yeah. And I'll go over each individual segment, and I'll tell you why it worked and why it didn't work, and details about certain segments and what I was thinking during certain segments and stuff like that. Okay, here we go, and I'll do the same thing for SmackDown. Essentially, Raw was the Shield show. More shit to get rolling over. Nothing new there. SmackDown like makes you keep watching the product. That's what I think now. No matter how much Raw sucks or doesn't make sense or is really stupid in some areas, yeah, SmackDown will keep making you a fan. Okay, should I go over some slime results? Now let's do this one. Okay, Stephanie sending Kurt on a vacation. I don't know what that's really for. I don't think Kurt needs to take away some nagging injuries, but because he's not really wrestling or whatever. But that was kind of weird that they would give the spot to Corbin when no one really likes him on screen as a character. He's just like a stupid asshole who does things selfishly for himself. So that was really stupid. I don't know what that was. I don't know who said that was a good idea for ratings, putting an absolute stupid asshole heel in charge, and that's going to get ratings. I guess to shake things up. It's really stupid. I don't know why they do that. I don't know who's hype that Corbin's in charge because he's not really a good character. He's just a dick. He's a prick. He's like a bully in school, and now he's the leader of the whole school. Yeah, it's like putting a bully in the leader of the whole school. It's fucking stupid. Like who would do that and who wants to see that shit there? It's like, okay, let's just say you're a regular person who cares about your school, right? Like who cares about Raw, right? Oh, my son goes here. I know everybody on those students. He's in charge of everybody else here. Yeah, I don't want to see that anymore. That was stupid. I don't know what that was going on here. Um, Scott Dawson defeated Bo Dallas. I don't know who decided that was a good match to put on the show. That's a waste of time. That kind of match should be on like main event or something like that. Authors of Pain versus Titus Worldwide. Got to fill time somehow. The whole thing about Dana Brooke and Apollo Crews like flirting, whatever in the background, that was forced. It was like, oh, where are the guys at there? Oh, they're right in front of me. Oh, what are you two guys doing? Ooh. Yeah, great storytelling there. Yeah, I totally care. 99% chance it'll be dropped next week, and if it is not dropped next week, it's not gonna mean anything. What we're gonna see Dana and Apollo Crews make out one day? No, who cares? Stupid. Or the breakup of Titus Worldwide. Who cares? Dean Ambrose. More shit. Elias versus Kurt Hawkins. That was an alright segment because Kurt Hawkins doesn't get any fucking time. He had a shirt like with all his losses on there. That was a good thing. And Elias, he was basically saying you're not worth my time, which he does to everybody really. And Kurt Hawkins was like, no, you're gonna fight me right now. And then they fought and he lost there. So that wasn't a right segment there because Kurt Hawkins finally got some mic time. So at least that was worth people's time right there. That was worth it right there. Other than that, so far, that's the only thing that was even remotely hype about the show. Kurt fucking Hawkins was the highlight of the show right now at that point here. Dean Ambrose defeated Dolph Ziggler. To see Dean Ambrose get in the ring so soon after coming back, that was kind of that's good for fans. But he didn't do anything super special. He just demonstrated his power game. He throws more punches and elbows and does more lifting moves now, which is Roman doesn't really do. But Dean Ambrose, he wins, I guess, because Ziggler doesn't have the belt. And it was just like it was an okay match there. I didn't see anything super special about the match there, but at least that was a good match for fans. Good, not hype, just good, decent. So you know what? I'm not gonna like do a lot of I'm not gonna do a lot of ones and fives and 1 through 5, 1 through 10 stuff there. I will just simply Oh, hey, how you doing, Bale? I will just simply do. I'll get to Roman and Samoa Joe in a second. I'll get to all that stuff there. This is just the beginning of my little review of the whole week there. I think I like doing this review thing after all this stuff is over, so you can get my full reflection and thoughts there. I can get your thoughts in here. So please spread the word. I'm going to be doing this from now on. I'm going to do the same thing for Impact and Lucha Underground. I'm going to do a double thing for both of them. I like doing this kind of stuff because it gets all my thoughts out there in one particular like set. I'll like if I do watch Ring of Honor, if I do watch Impact, highlights, I'll put them all like in a separate video. But this is really cool stuff here, and I'll let you guys know what my thoughts are overall. So okay, so let's go. For example, in order, I'll just redo what I said already because it's live. Stephanie and Kurt segment. Stephanie firing Kurt Angle down. That was stupid. Scott Dawson versus Bell Dallas. Waste of fucking time. AOP versus Titus Worldwide. Waste of fucking time. Elias versus Kurt Hawkins. That's a thumbs up because Kurt Hawkins rarely speaks, and he had a match, and it was a decent segment there. But it was a squash match. But still, overall, it's good for the fans. So Kurt Hawkins, that was a thumbs up segment. Dean versus Dolph Ziggler. Overall, thumbs down because Dean it was for the storylines, yes, but Dean didn't do anything super hype in the match there besides leave Ziggler up there. So overall, that's a down. I'm giving my own ups and downs. Oh my god, I'm like fucking Simon Miller. Anyway, Riot Squad defeats Boss. No, fuck that shit. Another one with these fucking girls. Do something different with them. Thumbs fucking down. Paul Heyman begging Kurt Angle about a rematch thing. Thumbs down because rematch clauses are a fucking crutch in the company to make feuds last longer. Come on, get to the back of the line. You fucking lost there. It's like just like Roman Reigns should have fucking went to the back of the line after he lost. So this whole rematch thing about like whenever he damn well feels like it, that's really weird. So overall, thumbs down. What else happened on Raw? Bobby Lashley defeated Baron Corbin. Thumbs fucking down. That match was horrible, as everyone thought they would. Triple H segment. That gets an up there because he went over the whole thing about the history between him and the end of an era and stuff like that. There, he is the quote unquote owner of NXT. So like seeing him just on the show there, that's good for fans. And overall, a good result there. Great talker, great intensity on the microphone. So overall, Triple H there, he gets a thumbs up there. The Ronda Rousey Stephanie McMahon segment there, overall, it gets a thumbs up there because it's highlight worthy. I like Ronda pointing out that Stephanie McMahon was putting herself above the women by positioning in the ring, and Stephanie's like no, I'm not doing that. That was really cool. And I like the whole thing like about like I only break arms of people that deserve it. And Ronda stared right in the face of Stephanie, like right after Stephanie was trying to bury her. So that was gorgeous right there. That was really cool there. None of the girls saved her. None of the girls saved Stephanie. That's another plus right there. So like overall, that segment was really good for fans because like at all the girls out there that the new like tarp and everything on the ground, and like she just put herself. It was a really good segment overall. The further storylines, great segment. Stephanie gets to come up and because she finally does, and that was really good stuff there. So that was a really good segment over there. So, Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. Overall, that match gets a fucking down because Finn Balor, for some reason, said, "Hey, you know what? There, Baron Corbin, for no reason, is worth my demon, but for the main championship that has eluded me 2 fucking years, demon's not worth it." And the company didn't even bother trying to make an excuse why the demon couldn't be there. If the demon did show up there and it was like a triple threat match instead, or some sort of stipulation, or the demon got jumped beforehand, that would have made more sense than Finn just deciding that the demon is not worth the main championship for some fucking reason. That was stupid as fuck. So just for that whole thing about them not even trying to explain that, thumbs fucking down. The Shield coming back there, I don't do halfway thumbs to my fucking show. So overall, I gotta say down because it's Roman fucking Reigns. It's the push Roman agenda. We gotta get Roman back in there because he's the star. He's the guy, the show. He's the star. We gotta make him look good, and like it's all to make Roman look good because they're putting him back in the time to make Roman look good. It's essentially like trying to do how can we get John Cena over again? Let's do the Thuganomics thing because that was when he was most over Thuganomics. So it's all for Roman. So overall, thumbs down for that obvious fucking Roman agenda pushing bullshit. So there you go. Check, check. Thank you very much for going in. Okay, so I'm done with Raw right now. I'm about to do SmackDown in just a second there. Just take a little breather, and then read your comments, and I'll go into SmackDown. Okay. I'll leave the chat up there for other people to see. Why is Samoa Joe randomly talking about age? It's a damn good question. I mean, like, he never cared before. Why does he care now? Raw now stands for Roman always. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Slavin, you killing the boy. Brock Lesnar doesn't deserve a rematch. He's just gonna win it and never defend. Well, why would WWE do that? Why WWE easily give a rematch to a guy who doesn't defend the belt every obligated 30 days? Why would they easily do that? But this is WWE. They would be stupid like that one. That's why I said in the prediction video that, hey, what, like someone said, like, what are the odds the Demon shows up tomorrow to face Baron Corbin? I said, because it makes absolutely no sense for him to do it there instead of WrestleMania. It'll likely happen at SummerSlam. And they did it because it makes absolutely no story sense at all to bring it out. Imagine it would have made more sense if Finn would have, come out regular and everything with the whole odd champion SummerSlam, and then the Demon for Raw. That would have made more sense. But then the Demon's undefeated. That's why you knew that Balor wasn't going to win, because the Demon didn't come out. Okay, let me just take a little drinky poo before I do SmackDown. And SmackDown, oh boy, it's gonna get real up in here. 1 second. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, it's mad early in the morning. You just want to do the reviews there. No one's watching. Okay, here we go. On Twitter, at Clackoff, I did a thing where I said, like, every week Impact Wrestling and Lucha Underground get no less than a 9 out of 10 for me when it comes to, like, just awesome scaling, storylines that make sense, shock factor, all the good stuff there, the reasons why I watch wrestling. It never gets no less than 9 out of 10 within the past, I don't know, 6 months or so, maybe like the entire year. Their shows are always good in some way, shape, always really good. All the matches make sense, and it's always intrigue. 9 out of 10 every single week there, no matter what. Ring of Honor, 8, 7-ish out of 10. But Raw, it's lucky you get a 5 out of 10 for me. And so overall, this week's Raw gets a 5 out of 10 for me. So SmackDown, that shit gets like a 9 out of 10 this week there. 9 out of 10. And here we go. And I'll explain why. Excuse me, in just a second there. And what a fucking finish that was. What a finish. SmackDown is a 2-hour show. It's a 2-hour show, and they got everything right. People were saying for years that SmackDown's 2-hour thing is so appetizing, Every single week there, it's like a steak. It's marinated and sits just right there. It goes down easy. You feel good when you eat it. Raw is like overcooked pork chops. It's something to eat. It's fucking chewy as hell, and you'll take it. You don't like it, but it's there. It's too damn much of it, and it takes too damn long to get down. That's what Raw is. It's like overcooked fucking pork chop. That's what it is. But SmackDown overall, every segment on that show made absolute sense. Every fucking one. Every segment made sense. That was unbelievable. I mean, holy shit. The people. Oh, that's perfect. That's what I want to say. Every single segment made absolute sense for the characters. There were surprises. There was like it just boiled up to a few. Ronda Rousey, New York City. Oh no, she was there.
What I want people to take from this is that words aren't really set in stone. That you can take a saying that means something bad and turn it into something positive. What it represents is what changes we can will to happen in the world.
Watching you for 7 months in WWE, transitioning from UFC, I don't think I've ever seen you this happy from the outside looking in. Would you call that a truth?
It's the WWE.
Yeah. Oh well. Yes.
It's also being married. I mean, like.
I'll look at the segment after it's over. So yeah. Okay. So Ronda Rousey's in New York City. Okay. Here. All right. Woo! Everything made sense. Here we go. Before I start there, let's go check. Turn on Rusev turning face there. We'll see because they keep on doing the flip flop thing with his like Aiden like helping, not helping. It's really weird. I don't know. Like this week Aiden works out, and then next week it doesn't. Do I think that Matt Sydal could be Impact World Champion? Yeah, anything happen in this company because he's still being pushed. He still has like promos and segments. He's not being completely ignored. So yeah, anything's possible for that character. So yeah, I don't see why not. Okay, here we go. Here are the SmackDown segments and what when I thought of these ones and whether or not it made sense. And here we and yada yada yada. Here we go. Carmella naturally, of course, demands a rematch. No, that's too much. That's too damn much, right? No, that's. Do, 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 do. Okay, here we go. Becky Lynch tries to explain her actions to Charlotte. Becky Lynch, she didn't look like a heel. She didn't act like a heel. She wasn't like really tearing into the fans. She just like said, "Where were you when this happened?" Which is true. Like she was just pointing out truths, and her fire wasn't really there. It was a different feel for Becky, but it wasn't really strong. We all know that she can't be like a real heel per se, but it was a different side of Becky Lynch, and that was the most important part of her segment there. And it was a different look, and it was a good thing for her to be that way because she was screwed essentially by her best friend, and her best friend didn't help her out, and yada yada yada, things like that. So it was a really good segment, definitely. But it's not natural for Becky to be like a nasty little bitch kind of thing. There, it wasn't a thing in NXT. She was a heel over there, but she's like the happy or overconfident heel with Sasha Banks. It wasn't like the nasty mean one, like Awesome Kong. It's not like that one. So overall, like I'm not going to give a thumbs up to every segment here because every segment on the show is a thumbs up. But I'm just going to say why. But Becky Lynch, and then when Charlotte came out there, I love when the commentator said, like, let's say something effective like, "Oh, it's getting real." Oh shit! Perfect. Charlotte came out there, and then she took off her jacket there, and then she took off her title, and she's like, "This." Like about this. What the hell was that? Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, that's good, I guess. All right, that's weird. Oh, damn, the insides are completely exposed. Went to the game yesterday. Some shit happened in there, but there, yeah, there it is, kind of, sort of, yeah. Becky Lynch, she got down there, and Charlotte was. I can't pause when I'm doing this, so yeah, goddamn. Anyway, fuck. What's that game even on? That's really weird. Okay, so I'll put some tape over that thing or something. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, wish I could do two for one. Yeah, overall, it was a good segment. They got down there and they gave fans what they wanted to because Becky Lynch, she was getting into it, and and Becky Lynch and Charlotte is like, that's what people wanted to see because like Becky Lynch was like quote unquote betrayed by her friend, and Charlotte was betrayed by her friend. So the first thing you wanted to see was them go at it, and they gave it to you. That's so fucking cool. They could have waited until like the week after, or maybe save it for the pay-per-view at Hell in a Cell. They give it to you right away. It was a big like pull apart for females. I can't remember the last time they did that for females. So that was cool, seeing that one because it deserved it. Everyone was talking about that match deserves to be in Hell in a Cell. AJ versus Joe, Hell in a Cell. Miz Bryan, Hell in a Cell. So that was really cool right there. And it may be that one because okay, so that was a really cool segment right there. Let's go to the Miz. Miz looking good as he does. Maurice looking as good as she does there. They look so good together. Miz was did the fake retirement speech there. People got suckered. He's like when he was doing the retirement thing. That if you look at my Respect on live rank react, it was like, oh come on, you are not retiring. You did not get hurt at that fucking show. Come on, you did not get hurt. And he was like, my retirement from fighting Daniel Bryan. I thought that was cute. That was really cute. And Bree came down there. Maurice was throwing mad shade at Daniel Bryan. Miz couldn't, but Maurice did. I was like, damn, no wonder they're together. Holy shit. Daniel Bryan was going back in there. That was too damn good. That just those two segments, Becky and Charlotte and Miz and Daniel Bryan, that was worth more than the entirety of Raw right there. Both of them worth more than the entire thing of Raw. It was like a half hour altogether. That was better than the entire part of Raw. So right there, already SmackDown wins. Just those two segments. Already better than Ronda Rousey segment and better than the Shield coming back there. Fuck that compared to those two segments. Doing mad shade, making it mad personal, blood feud, ignited. It was great with those two there. It story sense, and you gave fans what they wanted there. It was so good there. And you gave surprise with Brie Bella coming on there, hitting Miz in the face. That's what it's all fucking about. That's what it's all about right there. So that was really good right there with those two segments. Undoubtedly, the highlights of the show right there. Besides, there's a lot of good highlights, but those were the good ones there. Surprise! Randy Orton was fighting Jeff Hardy. I can't believe this fucking match, or lack thereof there. But Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy, the blood feud between them there. Randy Orton was like stalking Jeff Hardy. Now they got a match together. That's a huge bonus. That could have been a SummerSlam, and they gave it to you on SmackDown. That's huge love right there. So they not only do they give you that match between those two there, they give you some outside destruction brawl thing between Hardy and Orton. And then Jeff hitting with the chair, and then all this fucking crazy shit in the damn audience. It deserved. That shit was crazy. That shit was that's exactly, I'm not kidding, that's exactly what they do in New Japan and Ring of Honor. When two wrestlers are that mad at each other, the ring can't contain them. That's exactly what they do in the outside places. In Impact Wrestling, let's up there. If they hate each other that bad, the ring cannot contain them. They will go anywhere. Fuck that ring. Same thing in Dragon Ball Z with Goku and fucking Cell. Let's not be contained by the ring. It's the main event now. Let's not be contained by the ring and the rules there. Blow up the fucking ring. Let's fight everywhere. The earth is our fucking ring now. That's what this fucking shit is with Orton and Hardy. Like fucking Orton, like wiping the face paint off them and fucking pulling his fucking earlobe and low blowing him and stalking him. This is a fucking blood feud right there. And this is all on SmackDown. All this shit. Becky and Charlotte, Miz and Bryan, Hardy and Orton, Styles and AJ. It's fucking blood feuds, man. What kind of blood feuds you got on Raw? What you got? What blood feuds you got? What? The Braun and Owens thing? What? That's barely a thing. What blood feuds you got on Raw? Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, exactly. This was fucking amazing. I mean, another good shit there for the audience and the crowd in Brooklyn. I wish I could be there, but I was fucking somewhere else. I was at a game. Baseball game was okay. A couple things I saw at the baseball game that you see everywhere else there. Someone got hit by a ball when it was striking, and someone's bat was split in half, and shards went flying. Mr. Matt, was in the audience, and people throwing balls, whatever. That's standard stuff. So yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I still I would have rather been in Brooklyn for that one. I know SmackDown's good. My friend who doesn't even watch SmackDown and he doesn't even watch Raw, he paid for Raw and SmackDown even though he doesn't watch. And there you go. Wish I could have been there. Anyway, okay, so I went to somewhere anyway. Wow. Okay, so the bar and the Good Brothers face off. Was this actually a match? It was a segment, right? Yeah. The Bar and the Good Brothers. Good Brothers are they're joke characters now, and the Bar is more serious and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see where this goes there, but I'm not really hype. But like the match should be good. It should be decent because they can both work and do good stuff there. But it was okay there. I think overall, I got to give a thumbs down to that one. Peyton Royce defeated Naomi. Um, I don't know why this match happened at all. Um, when I heard Naomi come out there, I'm like, okay, and what does this have to do with anything? What did this lead to? What did it lead to? I don't know. Just throwing the show. So that was a thumbs down as well. Rusev and Lana defeated Cien Almas and Vega. A rematch of SummerSlam's pre-show. Overall, gotta give it a downer because in English and the whole back and forth thing, I hope you win this week, or I make you lose next week. It's all wishy washy, and it's like, where's this going? Just fucking end it already and go into a few that makes sense. So overall, like that would give a thumbs down for that one. Shinsuke, you got everything. Shinsuke Nakamura's selfie promo, that was stupid. Thumbs down. Give me your poor, your brave, your yada yada, and United States of Nakamura. Stupid, 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 stupid. AJ had a lost words. That was a good segment. That was a thumbs up right there. AJ, like always, yeah, he wants to know why he's doing this kind of stuff there, and all of a sudden, in the middle of his sentence, Samoa Joe like fucking choked him out there. That was cool right there. He was on the stage area, a unique setting for the show, and then he choked him out there, took the microphone, and said, "Daddy's coming home," but Daddy's going night night. That was good. That was good. That was really good. Tucking the kids. So for some reason, Joe's obsessed with AJ Styles' fucking life and family. That's really weird. So yeah, all right. So they deserve a cage match. Carmella demands a rematch. You can rematch shit there. We've seen that before. Busting the Page's office. Essentially, this was, for some reason, this was made to get R-Truth over as more stupid. So at least they continue that storyline. They didn't just drop it. So R-Truth demanded that he fight Carmella for a title shot, and Paige is like, that's not how things work. Thank goodness the Authority was there to end this whole thing. So that was really good. And Carmella's face the whole time was like, no. And that was really good. So that was the big thumbs up from that segment there. That's good comedy gold right there. Let's go on to the main event of the evening, and that would be the New Day. And look at that. I think this is not the first time. SmackDown does this a lot. For some reason, they're allowed to do this on SmackDown, but on Raw, this never happens. But not never, you know what I'm saying. It ends with a tag team championship match. I mean, and these teams deserved it. I knew these guys would be a good match for each other because I know their styles and I know they can both bring it. New Day are pretty much good with any tag team. They're like the Daniel Bryan of the tag team division. They can have a good match with anybody. And Bludgeon Brothers, they're really good too. So their clash of styles of their different things, they can do magic, and I knew they would. But the SummerSlam and tonight, and they definitely did one. I definitely say this match was definitely better overall than the SmackDown, the SummerSlam match. Not only because it was a decisive winner, but because there was so many elements going on there. There was no Biggie at ringside, so lure around or whatever. It was just those teams going at it there. Chaos, destruction, as you would expect in the Bludgeon Brothers match there. New Day doing their high flying stuff there, and the taunting, the tactics and evasion. It was overall an excellent match there, and they utilized their styles perfectly. You got throwing weapons and bodies and throwing people around. Bludgeon Brothers, and like I said, New Day, fantastic match overall. It's not my tag team. It's not my tag team match of the year, but okay. So I don't think anybody's going to talk about this one. So you're lucky to be here on my channel right now. No one's going to talk about this. No one's going to talk about this part right now. They're not as smart as me. Here we go. What tag match was better this week? New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers, or Mustache Mountain versus the Undisputed Era? So there you go. I'll do a poll on a certain site that I go to there, and I'll get people's response to that one. So more eyeballs are watching SmackDown, so I expect them to say that one. So what tag team match was more hype? That they're both really good. They're both really fucking good. But I personally have to give it to this one, New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers. It had a lot more original elements in there that it didn't do before. In the Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain match, you had the whole towel spot again. Will you? Won't they? And the whole double man, fireman carry and giant swing combination. We've seen that before, but it's good to see live. But overall, this match was just super hyped there. Xavier Woods went to the top rope and he delivered a freaking like off the top rope, not the turnbuckle, but off the top rope, freaking like 3/4 across the ring through a damn table, flawlessly executed, absolutely gorgeously booked. So that looked great there. That was a great finish for the match there. And Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods going at the same time. The audience in the front row like clapping like Ring of Honor and everything. That's really cool. Like goddamn, the entire crowd was awesome, like clapping and everything, having a good time. If everybody in that place, like if only that match happened on that show, and the whole thing was over after just one match, like 20-minute match, the crowd would have left happy and felt satisfied. That's how good that match was. I would absolutely say, like, overall in the company, this is probably the tag team match of the year. The Usos and New Day had better matches, I believe, but of this year, WWE, yeah, absolutely, like match of the year. This match was. Maybe the rematch will be better, but it's hard because they were using tables and hammers and the fucking desk area, the barricade at ringside. It was total chaos and destruction. I don't think you can have a better match with these two, personally speaking. I don't think you can. I don't think so. I don't think any match in NXT with their tag teams can be better overall than this match. This match was flawlessly executed. This match was flawless in every way. This had everything that you want to in a tag match. It had innovation. It had original spots. It had emotion, drama. This was good there, but still, the number one tag team match of the year and probably the decade was the one I saw on Impact, a random episode of Impact, and that was like about a month and a half ago. Triple threat match there. There's no way on the planet anything's gonna come close to that match I saw on Impact. Sorry, pal. Sorry. That match had no weapons. It had no weapons, no gimmicks, just the athleticism of those three guys and the chemistry of the chaos. It was a 6-man tornado match, and the chemistry was like a fucking symphony. I seen things in a match there they can never do in WWE. And of course, Impact Wrestling blocked it on my old channel, so fuck that. So you can only see that like on their channel. But good luck knowing about that match because no one's talking about that. But this was an absolute beautiful match. Ending it like this, if this is how you end your weekend and this is how you end SummerSlam weekend, that's fucking hype. That's really good shit there. Like the agent probably said, like, dude, we got to send them home happy. This is the final main match card on the show. We got to make it good and leave people happy to be watching WWE. And they delivered 100% there. So congratulations to New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers for having an absolute phenomenal match. AJ versus Joe, if they ended the show, if they ended the whole SmackDown, it wouldn't have been as good as this match. No, it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have been. No. The perfect. This is the perfect match ending right here. You saw the fucking crowd? They were clapping like a motherfucker when New Day won. They were absolutely instant. They were enraged. It was so that pop was fucking huge, man. Okay, here we go. Check. Miz Rick Rose. Jeff attacking Randy reminded me of good old Jeff, and it's seeming like this is turning into something good. SmackDown is doing some good work over there. They're doing the Lord's work over there on SmackDown. The WWE should do AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe at Hell in a Cell. Makes a lot of sense. Winner gets AJ's wife. Wendy's like chilling at ringside, and she's wondering her fates. Oh, the tag division, man, is let's yeah. I'm seeing her. Okay, so Bludgeon Brothers have to take a break for a while because of Rowan's injury. So you can put like what's his name, the Sanity in there. See what Sanity can do. There's Sanity, the Bar, and the Good Brothers. They're the Usos, of course. They got like five really good tag teams over there on SmackDown. On Raw, AOP is good, but they don't get a chance to really show it. AOP is good, and that's it. I've seen what AOP can do in NXT. They're really good, but they're not letting them show what they can do on the main roster. So yeah. So overall, you know what? I'm gonna change my rating because some of these segments on the show were like just trash and didn't make any sense for anything. So because of Royce and Naomi doing nothing, Lana Rusev versus Yen Vega doing nothing, having nothing in the match. Shinsuke promo was absolutely nothing. For those three segments out of your show there, it taints your overall score, and you get overall an 8 out of 10 for me. Overall 8 out of 10. Um, because you tainted the show with those segments. On Impact Wrestling, you won't see shit that makes no sense at all. You won't see that. You won't see it on the show. Show's about 90 minutes with their throwback matches, so it's a lot easier to watch over there. So I'll be doing Impact and Lucha Underground in the future. So that's it for now. Woo, boy, that was a long ass fucking review there. 36 minutes. Jeebus. When I go into detail, I go into detail. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. 2 people watching. That's cool. They watch the replays. Watch it up there. Share it around. Thank you very much for watching. Back off.